Okay, welcome to the Team Nourished team call. Tonight is May 21st. It is officially 3 days until my birthday, so I feel like, yes, it is May 21st. It is. 3 days to my birthday, which always makes me excited. Paige, I know your birthday is right after mine. If anybody else has any May birthdays, pop it in the chat so that we can celebrate all of the birthdays, because I love birthdays. Birthdays make me incredibly happy. I do want to go ahead and get down into the meat of the call because we have some announcements and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to screen share. Hopefully I can get this to where it needs to be. Play from the start. Megan, you're at the top. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can see it? Awesome. Oh, hold on. I think somebody's trying to get in the... There was a way to like give... Oh, no. Oh, yours is the 28th, Renee. Yay. Birthday buddies, all of us. Okay. Welcome to the team call. I am so excited that you guys are here with us tonight. We are going to be talking about how to bring more fun into your business. So have fun. That's the point of this call. But first things first, we are going to start with some recognition and some just kind of new coach information. So if you are watching the replay or you are a new coach popping on, I hope that this information will be beneficial for you. So first things first, new coach must knows our core mission with Team Nourished is to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. That starts with you. That starts with your Beachbody Challenge. So always you have to start with your own journey. So get results like a boss, lean into your challenge group like a boss, do the work because your business will flow out of that. You cannot have a healthy, thriving business if you're not paying attention to your own journey first. Practice the vital behaviors, and the vital behaviors are vital behavior 1, proof the product works every day. That means drink your shake. That means do your workout according to your calendar. That means check in on your challenge group. Those are the vital behaviors within being proof the product works, because accountability, nutrition, and fitness are the 3 ways that we really help people get results. And that's how we get results as well. So be the proof the product works. Vital number 2, invite, connect, and follow up. So that's really break out that business activity tracker that I constantly harp on. This middle section right here is what we're talking about when I say connect, invite, and follow up. So make connections, build your network, send invitations, all of that good stuff. That is a big part of your job. That's how your team will grow. That's how your boot camps will grow. If you choose not to do that, guess what? You choose not to build a business. Vital number 3, help people get results. So once you do get them into your community, help them get results and recognize them. We're going to talk a lot about recognition tonight because that's a really, really fun aspect of this job. And so we want to make sure that we're recognizing the people, not just our coaches for hitting Success Club, but everybody who's doing all the great things. And personal development. Personal development is something that you're really going to want to lean hard on in this business. It's probably the most underrated piece of this business. And I can go on a tirade about all the different ways that it has changed my life. But end of story, do it. Whether it's Audible, whether it's reading 5 pages of a book every day, doesn't matter. Do something that's going to grow you internally, because again, the outpouring of your business will be a direct reflection of that. Hit SC6 and help your first 3 challengers or coaches and advanced Emerald. Those 2 things go together. Earn your ticket to Summit. So helping your first 3 challengers or coaches is going to get you to advanced Emerald, because we typically enroll people straight as coaches. It's just easier, as Paige knows, and I think Amanda knows, Harold knows. From this past week, it's so much easier to come in the right way the first time. It's a lot harder to backtrack and get everybody fixed up right. It just takes so much more of your time and so much more of everybody else's time when you do it that way. Advancing to Emerald, we're going to go over that in just a second. And success starters, that means you helped 3 people the first 3 months, or 3 months within the first 6 months of your business. Earn your ticket to Summit. That's where that comes from. The other thing that you get to do is earn your spot on one of the exclusive test groups. So I've been asked several times this week, for whatever reason, what's coming after MBF. Even my husband asked. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I appreciate that you think that I know these inside things, but like, I know some inside things, but not that inside thing. So I don't get to know that, but I am really excited for whatever it is, because I know we have several of you guys who are already qualified for 2 months as a success starter. So one more month after that in June, and you have earned yourself a free ticket to Summit and an exclusive invite into the coach test group. So yay! I'm like so freaking pumped for you guys. And then lastly, sign up and log into our Good Vibe Tribe coach training website. Do the coach trainings. They are self-paced, but you're going to want to do that. And then if you have not already set up a getting started right call with me, please do that. Team training website is here at the bottom, so be sure to screenshot your screen so that you know how to get in. You do not need to create your own password and log in. Just use the master one. So all right, like I said, become Emerald. That's really where the magic starts happening. That's where you start earning income. That's where you start getting leads. I mean, really, you don't have a business until you're Emerald. So if you are not Emerald, that has to be job number one starting tonight. The longer it takes you to get to Emerald, the longer it takes you to earn money with this business. So get to Emerald now. That can be with your husband and your mom. That can be with your best friend and your aunt. That can be anybody. Your friends on social media, that's fine. But a lot of times it's going to be people that know, love, and trust you. Hey, I just started this business. I love the boot camp. This is why. Can I send you some information on joining us? Will you do me a favor and join me? That's a really great way to be Emerald. If you need help on vulnerability, see last week's call, because it is vulnerable to ask people for a favor. At least it was for me. So, but I will tell you, there's so much power in humbling yourself and knowing that that's where the true power of your business comes from. So why advance to Emerald? Why ST10 instead of ST5? Advancing to Emerald gives you $14 cycle bonuses, which means you can start tapping into that Beachbody bank account that they open for you when you become Emerald. And so every week or every other week, depending on how fast your team and our team is growing, you will get paid 14 plus more dollars. If you also are, if you're Emerald and SC5, which means you've helped those 3 people that month, you get free leads. That means Beachbody gives you leads of people who are surfing the web in the middle of the night and they sign up for Beachbody On Demand, the free account. If you helped 5 people, that's only 2 more than your first 3. If you help 5 people in that month that you are Emerald, you also get paid leads. So again, couch surfers in the middle of the night, they bought the full year, or they bought Shakeology, or they bought collagen. That commission goes somewhere. Beachbody doesn't just hoard that all to themselves. They give it to the coaches. That's why you need to be Emerald and hitting SC5 or SC10. Why advance to Diamond? More money, more trip opportunities, bigger business. You actually are growing a team. And this is where true leadership begins. You get invited into all kinds of leadership groups, and real growth starts with Diamond. Not that Emerald isn't growth, because for some people, Emerald, it takes them everything they have to get to Emerald. But really and truly, Diamond is only as hard as you make it. I remade Matt a Diamond today, or I'm sorry, this past week. So I know that it can be done. You make a decision, you take care of it. You ask for your friend. For me, it was asking my friend from college, hey, I know you've been doing the quarterly bod, but if you could do me a favor and enroll as a coach, that would be really great for me. And she was like, oh yeah, absolutely, I will do that for you. So just don't be afraid to say what you need in your business. There are lots of people out there that would really love to be a part of your team. And I say that from an aspect of they just want to be a part of whatever you're doing. If you lean into what we're going to talk about tonight on the call. So, weekly top 5, yay, recognition. I'm so excited for this. I posted this in Soul Warriors today. Sometimes that's Meredith Ganow, our upline coaches team. Sometimes I post our stuff in there. Sometimes I don't. I probably need to get better at doing it. But I have to tell you guys this. For over 5 years now, one of the hardest days of the week for me is Thursdays, is Recognition Thursdays, because I would see all these other teams posting these incredible leaderboards and all of these people on Success Club. And immediately, even though I didn't want for it to happen, immediately I would flip into comparison mode. Well, I really wish my team was this, and I really wish that I had people on the board, and I really wish all this stuff, right? Well, guys, here's the thing. When you take comparison out of that and you start leaning into the vision of what you're trying to create, and you start really showing up as an owner of your business and a leader, and you start reminding yourself of your power and what you have, people are attracted to that. Leaderboards grow from that. Team recognition grows from that. And so, guys, watching this board fill up every single week is one of the greatest joys for me now. Every single Thursday, I get so excited. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to log into the back office and see who's been doing what, because this is visible, tangible evidence of the people's lives that we are helping as a team, and it thrills my heart. It is a part of my prayer every single day to see this team grow and multiply over and over and over, because that to me is evidence that we are leaning in and doing the work not only on ourselves, but really paying that forward to other people. So weekly top 5. Renee Cope, good job, girl. You got the top spot this week. Congratulations. Carrie Summers, you're number 2. Amanda Harrell, number 3. Haley Zarita, which is really exciting for Haley because she is a brand new coach. And Paige Yorgi, congratulations with number 5. I love seeing your guys' faces on here. Success Club earners, if you don't know what Success Club is, that means for every one person you help get enrolled with a challenge pack, you earn 2 points. So Carrie Summers, congratulations, topping the board at SC14. That means she's helped 7 people this month. Paige Yorgi at SC12. Danielle Porter, SC12. Haley Zarita, again, brand new coach. No wonder she's on the weekly top 5. She has helped 4 people get enrolled already. I mean, I think she signed up officially on the 12th or something like that. I mean, it's just incredible. There's no doubt in my mind she'll hit SC8 this month and get herself some free paid leads next month. Amanda Harold, congratulations at SC6, and Renee Koth, congratulations at SC6. Guys, I'm so excited for you guys and the women that you are women and men that you are helping. People who are on the board, Kindle Phones, SC4, that you got one more person to help, girl. Megan Pickup, same for you. Layla Bryant, SC4, Andrea Tucker, SC4, and Nikki Welsh, SC4. You are on the board. One more person helped, and you get pushed over to that SC5 thing. Make my assistant make the board even bigger. That's every time I'm like, even bigger, even bigger. I love it. I love watching this. Amanda Collison, Ashley Burney, and Leanna Morris, congratulations for helping one person so far this month. Help 2 more people, and you have earned yourself Success Club. So, and get to Emerald so that you can get all the other benefits too. All right, speaking of Emerald coaches, guys, Amanda Harold's team, Team Empowered, has 2 brand new Emerald coaches this week. Haley Zarita, who you heard about, and then her coach, Andrea. So not only did Haley hit Emerald, her coach that she enrolled, Andrea, hit Emerald. Guys, they linked arms and they are running their business together. That is the goal, right? That's like hashtag goals. I want to link arms with somebody and run the race. Guys, that didn't come from Haley sitting on her hands and not doing anything with this business. I guarantee you that was Haley saying, hey, Andrea, I think I want to be a Beachbody coach. I think I kind of want to build this thing to be amazing. Would you want to do this with me? And Andrea saying, you know what? Actually, that sounds fun. Let's do this together. Amanda Harold took the reins on her team. She led them. She told them exactly what to do. She's so focused on action steps right now. And I love that. I love that she is pinpointing exactly what you need to do. If I'm not being clear, let me tell you exactly what you need to do. Do your program. Invite, enroll, get people results. That is why we have recognition. And I love it. Okay, a couple little housekeeping things. Summer Strong Sale is still going on. Every challenge pack is $20 off. That's over $150. Please know that this is the biggest sale of the year. They do not go any lower than that. You will never get, because essentially like you're getting a bag of Shakeology and Beachbody On Demand for $10, or you can always reverse it in your mind. Beachbody On Demand is $99, so you're getting Shakeology for $40. So know that it will not get cheaper than that. It's not like a marketing ploy. Every single May, this is the sale that they run. Every single May, it's amazing. So be a part of what helps people get results. I always hear people say, well, I don't like telling people they have to spend money. Well, when you piecemeal stuff together, you're telling them that they have to spend more money. So just get them started with a combination pack. Bingo, bango, they are on their way to a healthier, more nourished life. Okay, Energize. If I have not done the drawing, so I've already gotten 2 messages about it. I promise I will do the drawing tonight. I have like 4 live videos I need to do. I will do the Glow Getter drawing tonight. Directly after this call, I will go live and do the Glow Getter drawing. But the reason behind the Glow Getter drawing is because we have a brand new Energize flavor. So if you have been living under a rock for the last probably month that I've been talking about this, congratulations. here is what you've missed. Energize in mixed berry. Cannot wait to get it. I already ordered it. If you have not, they do still have some, so please be sure you order that and give it a try. Also, Weekender kits are still delayed until June 8th, so that is coming up. Okay, this business should be fun. Okay, I'm gonna stop share. And does anybody, oh, happy belated birthday, Megan. Although I knew that. I sent you a Facebook, because it's not official till it's on Facebook. So does anybody have any questions about recognition or about any of the housekeeping things or any announcement-y things before we move on? All right, well, let's get going. So this business should be fun. That is the theme of tonight's call. And it is something that has kind of been on my heart, especially after last week where we kind of talked about some heavier stuff. Vulnerability can be really heavy. It can, like we talked about the vulnerability hangover and how do we combat that? The thing is, vulnerability is insanely important in your business. It is what connects you on a deep, deep level to other humans. Like whether you do this business, you don't do this business, doesn't matter. Vulnerability is that deep connection. But if all you ever are is heavy and somber and all the things, that is not always attractive for people joining you. So you have to have that deep level connection, but also people want to do things that are fun. We like lightness, especially when things around us are very heavy. The more fun that you can exude, the more fun that you're having, the more people are magnetically attracted to that. So if in every picture you take, you're like this, nobody wants to join you. Smile. Pretend you're having fun. If you're not, if you're actually dying in your leg workout like I was today, like I really genuinely thought I was on the brink of death. And Paige can tell you because she's in the room where death was imminent. You have to figure out a way to make a funny face, to smile, because if every single picture you ever take is of tear-streaked faces, I promise you, no one wants to be around that and no one wants to join your team for that. So remember that this business should be fun. It should be about exuding fun. It should be about exuding the life that you want to live, that you want to attract other people to live. And I'm going to give you guys some tangible ways because I want to do some takeaways. And then I kind of want to leave some extra time at the end of this call to brainstorm about some ways that maybe like you want to have fun with this or you, I don't know, you just need help in brainstorming. I want to be able to kind of collaborate with you guys on that because I feel like I learned so much from you all in collaboration. So I want to make sure that we leave plenty of time for that. Okay. So the first things first, I feel like in the chat box, we need to chat about what is the most fun thing like the most fun you've had with this business, the most fun you've had with our team, challenge group, any aspect of this that you find the most fun. If that's silly TikTok videos, if that's like whatever it is, I think that that needs to be the first thing that we do because that's really where we're going to build the foundation of fun in our business. And it's not fake fun because fake fun's not cute, right? Like nobody wants to see fake fun on the internet and then meet you in real life and be like, ew, she's really kind of like sad sacky, you know, like we're not trying to make up fake fun here. We are trying to bring fun to a business when we already are fun human beings because I'm fun. And so I want to attract fun people, which is you guys. So I know sometimes there are things, all Zooms, yay, like this one. I know there are aspects of every business that are not fun, right? Like I used to work in a newspaper industry and there were lots and lots and lots of days that were really, really not fun. What kept me coming back to that office for 5 years was the people there. It was the silly conversations that we had. It was specifically a woman named Chris, and we would come in, we had to be there at 7 a.m., and we would drink coffee, and we would chat, and we would laugh, and we would do all the things, right? Like we would just talk about all the things. It was super fun. So that is why, that's what keeps people coming back for more. That's what, when somebody's like, why should I join your team? And you're like, well, we're fun. How are you fun? I want to know about it. Sharon, fun apps. Yeah, because I didn't know which ones to use. I love that. If you don't know how to use an app, Google. Google is my best friend. YouTube is my best friend. One of my favorite things on TikTok is that if you click things that say like TikTok over 30 or TikTok tutorials, it will teach you how to use it, because it was such an intimidating app to me. But there's all kinds of fun little apps. I know Amanda Collison, we were at Summit one time, and she was like, well, I don't know how to use Triller. And I'm like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to Google, how do I use Triller? So using fun apps is a really, really good way. Being public about my activities make me want to do things I love even more. Right. AKA hiking, beaching, random dance parties, all the things. Sometimes those little random bits of your day where you like invented something fun to do end up being like the highlight of your day. And maybe you did invent the fun for your Instagram stories, but you look back on the day and you're like, that was so fun. I loved doing, this dance party. So be sure that you are being creative, leaning into an aspect of this. For a lot of people, fun comes from writing. Fun comes from graphics. Fun comes from apps and things like that. So be sure that if that's what you love, you're doing some of that in this business. I know, Megan, you just did a new website. I mean, some of that I'm sure was kind of mind-numbing and made you cross-eyed, but there had to have been lots of aspects of that, cooking and photos. I love that. There had to have been lots of aspects of that where you're like, ooh, this is really fun, like adding your photos to it. That's what I mean. Like, find the things that you really love and kind of exploit them in a certain way. Like, if you love taking photos, be sure you build that into this business. If you love cooking, be sure you build that into this business. If you love flipping tires, for whatever reason, you're a crazy person and you love flipping tires, be sure you do that. Like, do the things that fill your cup, even if they have nothing to do with Beachbody, because you love doing them. You want to do them so that you can build them into your story, because again, people are going to be attracted to you when you are full of joy. So bring the joy, right? Okay. So I have some like real tangible ways that I have found throughout the last 5 years, because again, I mean, we're going to be real here. There are times in this business, just like any other business, that are not fun. It is not fun sometimes to go through all of my leads and send them emails that they most likely will not answer. Doesn't mean I don't have to do it. It's not always fun to invite people. Doesn't mean I get to skip it. There are activities that you have to do no matter what to move the needle forward. But if you can get those out of the way, it leaves so much more room for fun in this business and creativity. So, okay. And I feel like the first thing on my list is kind of funny because it's actually like the opposite of being on your phone and all of that. But be sure you build in regular times for shutting down. I know Amanda and I were having a conversation on our one-on-one mentorship call this week about that becoming a really intentional part is turning off her phone, putting her phone away. That is, yeah, unplugging. Absolutely. That has to be a part of it, because you will burn yourself out if all you ever do is think of ways to work your business better or connect with people or whatever. Like, do your business activities and then have regularly scheduled times to unplug. It is so filling and such an important part of fun, because nobody likes to hang out with burnout people, right? And that doesn't mean you drop off the face of the earth and that you leave your challenge group and that you don't invite at all for like a full solid week. That's not what I'm talking about, especially if you haven't hit your goals already. And if you actually have people who you onboarded, you don't get to abandon them, right? Like, oh, I needed to unplug for a week. Like, okay, well, if Walmart was like, we just need to unplug for a week, we're just not going to show up. It doesn't work. You're a business owner, so you have to show up for your business. But you do also have a responsibility to set business hours. And so within that structure of setting business hours, maybe it's really hard when what you do is work pockets of time, like, oh, I have another job and I'm just working this business in the pockets of my time. That's fine. No big deal. What you need to make sure you're doing then is building in time to not work. So if it typically gets really fluid looking and it's hard to figure out when you're working and when you're not working, one of the techniques instead of setting open hours is setting closed hours. I do not work from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. That way, you know, every day you have that time to do whatever it is that you desire to do that has nothing to do with this business, whether that's play a game with your kids, whatever that is. I'm not going to tell you what that is, but everybody needs to be sure to build in time to unplug, so that you don't get burnout and bitter and dislike this. Because it is fun and it should be fun for you guys. Okay, next way, celebrate all the wins, all of them. Every single win you need to celebrate. You need to learn how to create a culture within yourself, within your team, within your boot camp, within everything, to celebrate all the wins. It's not, because what you will find on this and every other venture that you set out to be on, it's not really about the main goal, right? It's about those games that lead up to the championship, if that makes sense. Like, you can't just only focus on that end goal. Like for me, my big goal this year is 5-star diamond. If the only time I ever celebrated was when I hit 5-star diamond, guess what? I probably won't hit it because I'll be miserable and burnt out, and that's no fun. And even if I did hit it, I won't really enjoy it because I didn't take time to enjoy all the steps along the way. So whether that's in your weight loss journey, whether that's in your boot camp, your team, whatever, celebrate when your coach invites their first person. Celebrate when the person on your team, you enroll the very first person on your team. Celebrate all of it. Every single milestone is a cause for celebration in this. So if that's one of the things that I started doing that really helps me with that, is recognizing when new coaches make their first post. Zafke is a coach on our team who's been on the team for a long time, but she decided she wanted to build a business. So guess what I did? The first time that we talked about and she posted, we had talked about her posting, and then she took action, screenshotted it, and celebrated in that team page, because I want her to know that I am insanely proud. No matter what happens in her business, I'm really proud that she took that first vulnerable step. So be sure that you celebrate those things, especially if you ladies, I know there are lots of you in here who are running your own boot camps. Get a challenger of the week post going. Get the person that chugs the most water. No, don't like to have a chugging contest, but more, who knows, maybe have a chugging contest, but be sure you build in levels of your business that you're able to celebrate. Some of those celebrations are cute little posts, and some of those I loved. I was talking to another friend of mine who just absolutely crushes her social media, and it is so fun. She gets balloons all the time to make cute little posts holding balloons, and it's so fun. And she's just like, I just like balloons. They're like $1. Get a balloon, blow it up, celebrate it. People see balloons as fun. People see tiaras and party hats and whatever you're celebrating, like, make it fun. It doesn't have to be, I hit a really big milestone in my business today. It was amazing. I feel fantastic. Like, celebrate it. Get out there. Do drink toppers in again, these are also kind of translatable into social media, but also they bring fun into your real life. Some of the most successful Shakeology posts I've ever had are me putting it in a wine glass, or me putting it in a martini glass, or a margarita glass. Like, people really like boozy glasses for like healthy drinks. I know, Carrie, you guys do that Shambong thing with your Energize. I mean, it sounds like Energize up the nose to me, but like, I mean, it's like a champagne glass that's a bong. They take their Energize, not like a smoky bong, but like a drinky, beer bongy kind of thing. I feel like I should also very much clarify she's not smoking bongs on her Instagram, but taking shots of Energize. But make sure that you're doing, I mean, if that's part of your brand and that's part of who you are and that's part of something you would probably do anyway, do it. Like, that's totally on brand for Carrie. So have fun, do it, take a dance break. Just don't take yourself so seriously. I think so many people come into this as like, okay, I'm a business owner and I'm going to put on my business jacket and my business tie and my business socks and I'm going to own a business. Like, and that's fine. I get that you want to do that. But there's a time for that, and there's a time to be a real fun human being, because businesses can be fun. Be yourself in your business. Don't try to be Carrie. If shambongs are not your thing, don't go out and buy a shambong because Carrie bought a shambong and Carrie is fun. Like, if that's not a part of who you are, then don't do that. I mean, do something, but you've really got to start getting in touch with what is fun to you. If fun is, I don't know, riding a unicycle, then get out and ride a unicycle. Like, I don't know what you like to do, but get to know who you are so that you can then really unleash that person. And that was one of the most, I don't know, the biggest revelations for me in my business. It was, I don't remember where, well, I know where we were, but I don't remember like what led up to it. But I realized that what the one thing that this business has done for me was that there was this like joyful little, like, I don't know, jumpy, cheerleadery, like, ah, girl inside of me. But everything about my physical body was holding that back. And so shedding the weight, gaining more confidence, leaning into this team, really what that did was unleash that joyful person that I had hidden and shot inside of a shell of insecurities. And so once you tap into what it is that makes you feel alive and joyful and fulfilled and just radiant, do more of that and do it publicly, because that's going to be what attracts people. So be sure that you're doing that. Okay, a couple of other little things and then we'll kind of collaborate here. Book of proof. I have mine over here. It does not have to look like mine. I know Renee and Carrie, there's several of you guys that use the Rise Up Planner, and this is the Rise Up Planner that I use. And there's several different versions of this, but this is the version that I have. In the Rise Up Planner, there is a section called, find that, the Book of Proof, Winning. And it's all about recording your wins. She explains it here, but it's literally writing down all of the ways that in your business, in your life, like you have these goals, you have this vision board, you have all of this, but how do you even know that's coming true? Like, how do you know that your dreams are even becoming a reality if you don't keep track of it? So really, that's part of celebrating, is recognizing, and I do it every single day. It's a part of my morning process or my evening process. But really going through and recognizing, guys, some of that stuff is like my leaderboards get bigger every single week. My paycheck is growing. Page hit SC10. Like, I had a really good one-on-one call with Carrie. Renee really had a breakthrough. Like, I'm not just claiming my own wins, I'm claiming y'all's wins, because that's what I want to see more of. I want to see more of my team thriving, because I know that we all rise together. And so keeping a book of proof, again, mine is in my planner just because I like to have everything like all in one spot, because I'm a scatterbrain and will lose it all. But get yourself a little notebook then. Write on the front of it, Book of Wins, and every single day write down things that are proof that God is showing up in your life, that your business is flourishing, that things are happening, because it's really, really easy to get head down and focused and not even seeing what actually is happening. That's really, really wonderful. It's a little bit different, I will say, than like a gratitude book, because this is specifically directed at how am I seeing my goals come to life. And sometimes those are in sneaky little ways, and sometimes they are very obvious. 2-star, diamond, emerald. Like, sometimes those are going to be really obvious, but other times, I mean, gosh, guys, and on the hard days, that's where like this book of proof comes into play big time. Because on the hard days, I will flip back and I will read about why this is, that my feelings in this current moment aren't true. Because it's really easy to get wrapped up in, I feel defeated, 60 people said no to me, and somebody returned energized because it made their tongue yellow, and like, you can really attach a lot of heaviness to those negative things. But when you flood that out with really amazing things, it's really, really amazing. And even in those bad times, it's really important that you still lean real hard into that and find some ways. Like, you might have to dig a little bit, and it might have to be really, really loosely good. I mean, there have been some weeks in there where, or some days during some of the weeks where, I mean, it's real slim. I'm like, didn't actually die in my workout. So that's a positive. Like, you know, you were sometimes it's made $1 more than I did last week. Yay. Like, but celebrate those wins and really sink into keeping track of those. I feel like that is a big part of my business success in this last year, is that's something I've never done before. And I've really been very intentional about it, even when I don't want to do it. Okay, a couple more things. Find a friend. It's everything. Life is more fun with a friend. Find a friend. We were talking about, Amanda, I know you had to be a little late, but we were talking about Haley and Andrea linking arms and doing this together. It's a whole lot more fun when you get people that you love doing this with you. It's so think about that when you're being vulnerable and reaching out and leaving a voice message. I know Paige and I were talking this week about, like, who would you just absolutely love to do this with? Like, if you closed your eyes and you were standing on the stage of Summit, and maybe I know a lot of you guys haven't actually been there, but I mean, it's pretty freaking grand stage with lights and, you know, it's all the things. And you got celebrated for being an elite coach or whatever it is your goal is, making $100,000, hitting the millionaire club, 5-star diamond, 10-star, 15-star, whatever your vision is. And you close your eyes, like, who do you want right there with you? Who do you want to be like, God, this would be the best if I was doing it with this person. And then invite them and tell them, I would love to do this with you. I know it's silly. I know it's crazy, but like, just be bold and get out there and ask them. And maybe they'll say yes and maybe they won't. But then that vision will change. You know what I mean? Year to year, that changes for me. But find a solid group of people to do this with. And even if they're not on this team, like I know Carrie leans in really hard. She met a couple of girls through a different group that we're involved in. And they all have their own teams, but they link arms and they meet up every morning in Zoom and do workouts together. Like, find ways to build community within yourself. I mean, my 3 other like business best friends in this they're not even in our business structure. Like, they are in no way connected to Jackie. So they're outside of that. They're underneath Meredith, but like, we are on the same team. And I actually think that that's really, powerful in its own way, because then when they are encouraging me and helping me and reminding me of who I am, it's not for some ulterior motive. Like, I can't be that for you, because there will always be this inkling that says, like, that's really great, but Danielle's goal is 5-star diamond elite, and so of course she wants me to be diamond. Like, even though you know my heart, even though you know that, like, more than anything, what I want to see is you to build your own business and you to succeed and you to earn your own income. The way our business is structured, it's set up for you to always be like, well, of course she would say that. So when you link arms with somebody, even within our team that's a sister coach of yours, or somebody in Jackie's team, or somebody on Meredith's team, when you link arms with those people and you know that no matter what you do, it doesn't impact their business in any way, it's really fun to run the race with them. And you can get competitive, you know, like healthy competition going on, that kind of thing. We kind of already talked about don't be so serious. TikTok is a really fun way to do that. I know lots of people are not into TikTok because of Chinese involvement or whatever, but Triller, I mean, there's 100,000 apps out there that you can use to have fun. TikTok just happens to be fun because you can copy other people. And I have found a lot of fun in it. But another way that you can do that. So today, I don't even know what inspired me to do this, other than I didn't want to do my workout. I knew that it was going to suck. And when I went back to watch my recorded version of my workout, I was being like absolutely ridiculous in it. Especially in the warm up, I was like doing robot arms and doing all this stuff. Like, I wasn't doing it like to perform. I was just being weird Danielle. Like, that's just kind of what I do, especially if I don't work out at 6 a.m. when I have actual, like, real energy. And then I enhance that with Energize. Like, I don't know, I was making all kinds of weird noises. I was like acting like my back was cracking every time I bent over. I was like, I took those and made like a blooper silly reel and put it on Instagram. Like, because that shows who I am. It's, again, it's not for a performance. I'm not like, ooh, what could I do today to make myself seem sillier than I really am? Like, if you know me in real life, I'm kind of ridiculous. And so building that into my social media is important. So don't be afraid not to be perfect. Perfect is not attractive. It's not what inspires people to do this. So it's okay not to be perfect. It's actually more encouraging and more attractive to other people when they see you be silly. I mean, I remember I used to do live videos, car rider, when we could drop our children off at school. But I would do these car rider line confessions, and I would just get on there and talk absolute nonsense. People loved that stuff. And everybody was like, oh my God, you know, Danielle, your live videos are so funny. I have no idea why they're funny. Like, I don't know. At one time I talked about why there are so many Taco Bells in Clarksville, why there are so many car washes in like just absolutely ridiculous stuff. But I was engaging with the people who are watching. And so then they would say something and then I would say something, and it was just this whole kind of outflowing of it. If it bombed and it sucked and it wasn't fun, then I didn't do it anymore. You know, it was just for fun anyway. So be sure you're doing stuff in your business that's just for fun. Do polls on Instagram. You can even download like pre-done ones, so you don't have to do them. Just Google like Instagram story would you rathers. People love that kind of stuff. It increases your engagement, connects you more deeply to your audience, and it's fun. And then create the fun. Maybe your life isn't fun right now. Maybe things in your life are really hard and they're sucky and there's a lot of like negative crap going on. Then it is up to you to be the mood maker in your home. And it's up to you to be the mood maker in your business. Nobody else can do that for you. You have to take, and that's part of taking business ownership, is taking ownership of the joy in your business, taking ownership of the joy in your life and doing something about it, specifically when things are not very lighthearted and fun. And again, I'm not advocating for people to like make fun of things or to fake having fun, but once you start doing the things like having dance parties or whatever it is that lights you up, that stuff starts building that bubble up of joy, and it can't help but spill out. I mean, it just can't help it. So if the mood in your house is crabby and everybody's pissed off at one another, turn on, my kids love, oh my gosh, love Perry Grip. It is the worst music in the entire world. If you have a child of the ages of like 5 to 10, you probably already know about Perry Grip. It's awful. It's fun for them. So we turn on stupid Perry Grip music and we dance and we laugh and we talk about it's raining tacos, and like just building the fun in it that way is always going to kind of lighten the mood and lift everybody up. So no, I'm on a call. Y'all, I'm about to turn on some Perry Grip in the whole house. I already know it. Okay, so that's pretty much all I had for how to make your business fun. I would love to just kind of mastermind with you guys for the last 15 minutes about fun in your business, specifically if you aren't having fun in your business. I want to help you have fun in your business, and just all of the things. So just take yourself off mute. Amanda, I feel like you specifically have done such a good job recently. I know you're like, oh, don't talk to me. And especially like making your funny videos. Like, you're such a funny person in real life. And so I feel like that's finally really starting to come out on social media. So you want to unmute yourself and tell people?
Sure. It's just like she said, like normally I'm serious, like for some reason, even though I think I'm being funny. And so TikTok has given me a way to kind of like be serious, but funny in a goofy way. I don't know. It's natural, I guess, more natural for me. And it's just fun to sing and dance.
Don't bother me.
That's not fun. But yeah, I mean, Carrie, you said you did actual champagne with your champagne this weekend and concerned about the bubbles. Oh my gosh. I cannot imagine taking a champagne bong, but
I struggle with bubbles on just like normal fizzy water, so I can't imagine trying that.
that's so funny. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of things to, I mean, if you, and I think too, I was always concerned of like, I don't want to copy her. I don't want, like, oh, she's having so much fun. I don't want to copy her. No one cares. I'm not the first person that ever did a TikTok. Amanda's not the first person to ever do TikTok. And yours will be different anyway because it's you. No one invented, oh my gosh, there are things being thrown in my office window. But like, I don't know. I just say, don't take yourself too seriously. Who cares if you're not copying someone? They inspired you. All right, somebody else talk for a second.
Anyone?
I don't even know what she was talking about.
Just adding fun. Paige, you do boomerangs. I like seeing the boomerangs.
I do. Those are fun. I feel like I should be doing more, like, try out TikTok. I feel like that would be really fun, but I just haven't done it yet.
You're not allowed anyway.
Oh, you know what? That's actually very true.
I know it is. But I will say, let me give you guys a tip. Paige, you don't need this tip, but I needed this tip. So if you are not a boomeranger currently, moving your phone during a boomerang is a no-no. Phone stays still, the object moves. If you move your phone and the object is moving, you will make people puke on Instagram stories. So don't do that. Phone stays still, object moves. There you go. Someone had to tell me that because I was like, oh, this is so fun. I'm doing a boomerang. It was not fun for everyone watching it. So what are other ways that you are building fun intentionally in your business? Carrie, you have a fun thing coming in a few weeks.
What?
Your puppy?
Oh, puppy, yeah.
Puppies are fun.
I know. Because I feel like I've just been very boring.
So you got a puppy.
Well, no. I mean, even before that was even a thing, I always, like, that was just something I always struggled with because it's like, I teach PE, and so, like, I can show that, but I can only show, like, so much of that, you know, without having kids all over social media. And then, like, we don't have children. We didn't have any pets. So it's like, this is it.
My life. Well, and I think that that's the creative aspect of this is figuring out how to make your everyday life fun, you know? And I mean, to me, that transcends business too, because nobody just wants to go through life like, like, I gotta fold my laundry now, and now I'm gonna go make my dinner, and now I'm gonna go do this. Like, figuring out ways to make your life fun is a part of life, whether you're a Beachbody coach or not. That doesn't matter. Like, you need to bring the fun and bring the joy back into your life. So be creative about that. Maybe that's making a TikTok video of you making ratatouille with a silly voice and saying, sauce. And having a bunch of people now come up to you and say, sauce. Like, okay.
Okay. Do you make a Triller, or do you make a TikTok the same way you make a Triller?
It kind of, but not the same. No, it's different. And I would love to teach you how to do it, but I don't even know how I'm doing the things I'm doing. Most of the time, I figure it out like as I'm going through it. I'll see something. Oh, and that is one of the funniest things. I think people, and it's not just like, oh, you did that for other people to think you're funny. No, it was just funny, whether anyone else saw it being funny or not. So Matt and I, we had decided we're going to do it, and we still need to do better about it. We're going to do a TikTok every week together. I'm looking up ones, I'm saving them, because that's the whole point of TikTok, is to replicate someone else's video. Like, you're welcome to like make your own fun in there, but I'm not good at that. So like, I'll just replicate somebody else's video. And my friends don't know what someone else did. So it's not like I'm acting like I was the first person to do it anyway. So we saw this video of Jack and Rose, and it was this person laying on their kitchen counter and the water ripples. And so we enlisted Paige to help us, and we filled up a 9x13 pan of water, and we splashed it all over the house, flooding everything. We had to like pour water into it. So, you can see the bottom of the thing. So then we slid a black mat. I mean, we spent like 25 minutes, 30 minutes setting up this whole thing. She recorded it. we're like, oh, this is fun. I go to upload it and it's like, would you like to use the reflection tool? I push the reflection tool and it automatically put reflective water in my video. All I had to do was lay on the table and pretend that my husband was in the water. I didn't have to get actual water and flood my dining room. So even just that, like, and yes, the end product was kind of cute and clever. What was funny was the dumbness that prevailed before that. Like, that's what people think is funny. Actually what happened. So I think that's kind of another really good way to like show that blooper role because that's funny. I remember one of the like, I don't know. I just loved Courtney Burton. She did this thing on her Instagram for a little while where every Sunday she would go back through and show people on her camera roll all the dumb photos she took trying to get a good photo. Because like, you're trying to take that like everything's good photo, but then somebody talks and you got like 50 double chins and like it's all a hot mess. She did like a behind the curtain kind of thing where she would show people like all the terrible photos that she tried to take or all the bloopers of her, trying to talk. And it was like, so anyways, my team is really up, and she's like, la, 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 la. Like people think that's hilarious. And again, it's showing you for who you really are, but people don't get to see that. They only get to see this polished product. So, I don't know. Don't be afraid to show people. Because again, that makes it feel like something they can do too. If they only see you as being really, really, really good at this, they aren't going to see that they can do it too. They're never going to feel like they can measure up. Megan, I know you had said that cooking and photos, like your photos are phenomenal. I mean, like all of your photos are really, really good. You have such a good eye. But one of the things that I did a while back that worked really well was I had a really big kitchen flop. I had tried to make this like gluten-free pumpkin apple bread. I mean, it was awful. And it was it wouldn't even come out of the pan, but like I took a very like artsy food photo with this like huge fail of a bread that couldn't even, you couldn't even get it out of the container of the bread pan. And people loved it. And then I went back and I did a real, not a real one, another one that actually did work out fine. And I was like, oh, good. I redeemed myself. Like, this is what it was supposed to be. But again, showing people that you have kitchen fails, there's nothing wrong with that. I promise you, everyone is having a kitchen fail. Or, Megan Holmes punched herself in the face when she did Core de Force for the first time. Like, she's doing all the moves and she like videoed accidentally herself punching herself in the face. That's gold. Like that happens to everybody. And she didn't, the stuff that you're not making up is the funniest stuff. I don't know. What else? Who else has fun ways to add fun to their business? More questions? We have about 5 more minutes.
I like using Over. Like you told me about Over, and it was just really fun to like design different things and find different colors and things that I can use to promote my business. I thought that was really fun. I haven't like designed things in a long time, and it was just like, oh, I can make it so cute, and like, oh my gosh.
That's an aspect of this business that you love, is being cute and fun, and like, so figure out a way to do that. I love it.
What was that app? Or what was that?
Over, yeah.
Hold on. Speaking of fun, we need to take a boomerang before I forget, because every week I have forgotten to do this. All right. Guess what? My phone is not. Oh, Lila, hi. There you are. Yay. Okay. Everybody, like, do something cute. If you don't know what to do, just like bob around or wave or I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah. Do what Carrie's doing. Oh, see, that was perfect. I'm not moving, but everyone else is. So that's always helpful when I'm not moving and shaking the camera. Okay. That makes me happy. At least now I won't forget to do that at the end of the night. All right. What else? Anything else? Oh, Sharon.
Layla, you got a haircut.
I
Sorry,
know.
I just noticed.
Or maybe you didn't get a haircut.
Oh.
It's grown out. I enjoy sharing my bento boxes. I'm addicted to portion control boxes. Right. Well, that's a part of your brand, and that's a part of what you can share and have fun with. Like, I love that. And even doing, when you have a chance to do a live video of how you put together your bento boxes, I bet you people would love that, or doing that on Instagram stories or whatever. I know people would love that and find a lot of value in doing that. So that's really fun. And a way to build your business, because we offer a portion, control system. Renee, how are you building in fun of your business?
This was interesting for me because I do not find myself to be a very funny person or like have fun. I mean, I do, but like that's just it's something that I struggle with. Like, I don't get a lot of jokes usually. My husband is a very funny person, but I find him to be more annoying than funny. But other people think that he's hilarious, and so I'm just kind of that way. Like, I don't always.
But isn't that funny in and of itself that you don't get it?
I don't. Sometimes I do, and then I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, that's awesome! I got that joke," or like, "Oh my gosh, I made it funny." Like, I'll call myself out. I'll be like, "That was funny. Somebody laughed. Like, high five for me today." So it's hard for me. Sometimes I'm always like, I'm not a very fun, exciting person.
I am sure those that love you would disagree. And also, making fun of the fact that you don't get jokes and that you don't find your husband funny is probably one of the things that, like, I don't know, my husband thinks he's hilarious, and I do not think he's very funny at all. He tells awful dad jokes. He thinks puns are like God's gift to humanity. He just thinks puns are awesome, and I'm just like, no, that's not funny. So getting in on that banter and like sharing that back and forth, that's a piece of sharing your life too that is attractive to other people. Because there's a lot of people that have husbands that think they're hilarious, that their wives are like, you are not funny at all. So like building that into, into your social media, into what you're doing, I think would be really fun and funny. I think it was you that did the, isn't your husband like super tall? Is that you? Or maybe it's yeah, that's funny. Like, it's really tall or really funny that your husband, you had to take out a ceiling panel of your house so that your husband could lift weights with you. Like, that's funny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was really proud of that post, to be quite honest. I was really proud that I thought of it in the moment to be like, hey, can you just stand there real quick, Chris? Because, I mean, it already kind of obviously had happened. But I was like, this is funny, And he was like, this is not funny. I'm like, yeah, I think this is funny.
Oh, yes, it is. We all think your tallness is funny. Layla's husband's like extra tall too. So y'all can talk about extra tall husbands. I think he's like 6'7" or something like that. 6'5", 6'7". He's a giant man.
Yeah. My husband is 6'5", and he had a meeting with a man the other day that was like 6'8".
That's funny. Like, he's extra tall too. He's even taller than extra tall. That's a tall man. My husband is not that tall. And that is also funny. Like, just laughing at life and making it, making light of, especially when things are, when things are hard for a lot of people right now, bringing a little fun and a little humor into their life is always appreciated. Again, it's not making fun of, it's making fun with. So, not making fun of you, we're laughing with you. Well, it is 3:01 here, so I will cut off the official portion of the call, but if you guys want to stay on and chat or ask questions or whatever, I'm so grateful that you guys spent some of your time tonight with me, with our team. Be sure that as you are enrolling coaches, you are adding them to Team Nourished, you are inviting them to this call and all the other ones, and be sure to invite them to the team happy hour that will be happening tomorrow. So that'll be a lot of fun. That will be another way to add fun into your business. So I'm going to stop the recording. If you have to go, we love you. Bye. Thank you for joining us. If you want to stay, we can